All right, I'd like to call our regular village board meeting to order. Would all please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Hudson. Trustee Maravka.
Here.
Trustee Richards.
Here.
Trustee Sandberg.
Here.
Trustee Sluse.
Here.
Trustee Sturba.
All right, public comment.
I'll make it quick.
Yeah.
It's been relayed to me on, over the interstate overpass, they're doing all the construction and everything. The asphalt that's there is rough and could be dangerous. If there's anything that could be done, like if they could even grind it down to make it a little less hazardous for drivers going over it.
I mean, I think eventually that's gonna be replaced, isn't that part of it? Are they gonna be replacing that?
Which part? The parts
I
that's
know-
all bumped, like,
Yeah.
I know when you get closer to when you're gonna go south
Yeah.
on the ramp,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
really bad, but
I mean,
There's
isn't that all
uneven-
getting replaced
Yeah.
eventually? Yeah, so that'll all be new eventually.
just
If we-
eventually, I know eventually, just they're asking if.
as
anything
part of
can
this
be done.
project, I think the mayor's referring to as eventually.
All right, just bring it to the attention.
Yeah.
Right, within
Alright.
the next couple months,
We'll
it'll
tell-
definitely be.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, no other public comment. We'll move on to the consent agenda. We've got the minutes from our June 26th meeting on here. Payroll and accounts payable in the amounts of, for the pay period ending 6/24, payroll total of $66,646.27. Accounts payable for the period ending July 7th, out of the general fund, $163,041.15. Out of the capital improvement fund, $13,371.50. The BDD, $452, and the TIF 1 fund, $606,947.98 for a total of $783,812.63. There was a block party special event on July 8th, which was this past weekend. They wanted a road closure from Glenview to North Street to Glenview. This was approved by the chief and our administrator, but we need to ratify that. And then also we have special event, the location change for the Hidden Gems Farmers Market. They want to close Main Street from 1st to 2nd on their 4 remaining dates, which are July 23rd, August 27th, September 17th, and October 22nd. So this is the market that's been doing it in the parking lot and on First Street by the Cornerstone Coffee, and they wanted to do it on Main Street because they have gotten more vendors, so that's a good thing, and they wanted to change the time to later because they were just doing it until noon. So, are there any items on the consent agenda that any of the board members want removed? Not, entertain a motion to approve.
Motion? Second?
Been moved and seconded, moved by trustee Maravka, seconded by trustee Sluse to approve the consent agenda. Roll call.
Trustee Maravka.
Yes.
Trustee Richards.
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg.
Yes.
Trustee Sluse.
Yes.
All right, motion passed. I don't believe we have any staff or committee reports. My comments, I put in front of you the results of the board survey that we did. Sorry this took so long, I was kind of waiting, we were waiting around for the last couple of responses. But as you can see, we asked for, kind of what you want to see the board do in the coming year, and then what you want us to accomplish in 3 years. So some of the stuff we've already gotten done because some people responded right away. That was back in May, and so anyway, so I just kind of categorized them by the number of responses that we got. So the number one response that we want to see get done this year is to get the downtown streetscape started. including the parking lot at the southeast corner of Main and Railroad Street. So that's, well on its way. We've been having design meetings with the staff and Upland Design. Tomorrow, we're going to have a committee, downtown ad hoc committee, just to kind of review those plans. I mean, things are going well. And I feel anticipate by this fall having that wrapped up. We're kind of waiting on some utility reports to make sure there's as few conflicts as possible there before we get started. Fully staffed police and public works department, again, we are pretty much fully staffed right now. When we did the survey, we were kind of down in the police department and public works. But that's an ongoing issue, so 2 people reported that. Code enforcement and building official trained and operational by the end of the year. A couple of people mentioned that. Henry is doing well, and we're trying to get him as much training as possible. Development plan around I-57 was mentioned by a couple people. I have been working with Robinson Engineering, and I'll get the board more involved as we get closer, but they've been working on a really development plan, what we have out there, what we have available for water and sewer and storm drainage and all that good stuff. So if somebody comes and wants to put a development there, we'll be able to have those numbers for them. So that's ongoing. Somebody mentioned directional signs. Again, we've looked into that a couple of times, and that's certainly something that Julie, I think you mentioned that. If you want to spearhead that, I know we've talked to Mantino about what they did with their signs and how that works, and so that's certainly something that we can keep working on. Chicken vote, somebody mentioned, we already got that done, so you can cross that off. Implement and enforce the vacant building ordinance. We do have a vacant building ordinance on the books, and I guess that kind of goes with the code enforcement building official trained and operational, so that's certainly something we'll put on Henry's plate to work on. Budget and financial training for trustees was mentioned by someone, and that's certainly a great idea. We might talk to our financial consultant, Anne Marie, see if she's got any ideas for that. I would suggest, as a good start, look at that budget document that was done, that we passed out to you, I believe it was last meeting. That's got a lot of information, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but certainly we can talk more about possibly getting some more training. Demo the Juris and Harms building, so we got one of those done, and we're continue to work with the owner of that Harms building to get that one down. Complete the 88th Avenue ramp road work and open the travel center. That's well on its way. And then somebody mentioned some new items for Public Works, including a box for a truck, shipping container for more storage out there, and some barricades. So, and then 3-year goals. 4 people mentioned more economic development around I-57, and possibly trying to put together an industrial park. 3 people mentioned hopefully that we can get some new residential subdivisions going. A couple people would like to see a thriving downtown. A couple people new village hall. A couple people more tree planting. A couple trustees talked about the budget. You're having a balanced general fund with fully funded police pension, and with the trustees engaged and knowledgeable about financing. We had one trustee talk about a bike trail and walking path plan. We did get a little bit of a grant from an organization that's gonna, Amy's been talking with them about, starting to put together some type of bike trail plan. And then finally, somebody again mentioned a fully staffed police and public works. So again, that's kind of an ongoing thing. So anybody have any comments or questions or about any of these? I think they're all good ideas, and it's good to know, especially the one-year goals. I think we're well on our way to getting, most of that taken care of. And the longer-term goals, we just have, if somebody wants to take the lead on a committee with any of those things, I'd be happy to talk to you about that, so. Believe that's all I have. We don't have any old business. New business, approved payment to Upland Design in the amount of $21,139.43 for the Peatone Streetscape DCEO development. So this is for our downtown streetscape. This is a partial payment for Upland Design. Like I said, they've been doing quite a bit of work behind the scenes on this. So we need to approve that. I recommend approving that partial payment.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Moved by trustee Sluse, second by trustee Richards.
Trustee Maravka?
Yes.
Trustee Richards?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Abstain. This was approved by the former board.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
And,
So with 3 people voting yes, you get to
yeah,
vote.
yes.
Manley?
All right, so motion passed to approve that payment in the amount of $21,139.43. Next, we have a resolution, to approve a resolution accepting the bid award for the 2023 sidewalk program to Davis Concrete Construction. This would be 23-R-11. Unfortunately, Troy couldn't be here. He's not feeling well, and of course, I think Bob's on vacation. But, so this was the bid for our sidewalk program. It came over it came over about 20% higher than we approved. So in the budget, we have 76,000. So Bob was gonna cut enough of the sidewalks to get us under that 76,000. So how do we accept that bid then? So the low bid was like 85,000, and so we wanna, how do you do that?
So he wants to,
We wanna get it, so we
Sock
only
cut some?
budgeted 76,000 for it.
oh, okay. And so theoretically, once he takes care of is it saw cutting that he's doing, or?
No, so we're gonna remove certain
Oh,
sections of
remove them.
sidewalks so that we're not gonna do those sections,
Okay,
so that we get it under the budgeted amount.
yeah, so I guess I would just, the resolution, does it say not to exceed 76,000 of the budgeted amount? Okay.
We could add that.
Yeah, and then is the low bidder okay with that?
Yeah,
Understanding, I mean,
Typically, because that's only about 12% of the entire budget that we want to cut, so usually, they're usually okay with it if it's less than 20.
okay. Hold on, I'm looking at the resolution real
Mhm.
quick. Okay, yeah, so let's change it, authorized to execute for on behalf of said Village of Peatone, the aforesaid bid acceptance, subject to it being revised to an amount not to exceed
76,000,
76,000.
all right?
Section 2.
Section 3.
Is there a motion with that,
I'll
correction
motion it
to the
with
resolution?
changes to accept.
Second with the changes.
Trustee
Alright, so-
Maravka?
Yes.
Trustee Richards?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
All right, very good. That is it, any questions of the press? Okay, any other correspondence to the board at all? our next meeting is the 24th. I'm not gonna be here, I know, trustee Hudson will run the meeting. I believe trustee Sluse, you said you might not be here.
Right.
How about everybody else, we're gonna have a quorum?
As far as I know, yes, I should be here.
Okay,
here.
perfect, so we'll at least have 4.
As of today, yes.
Okay, good.
She stayed a day.
Yes, pretty much.
All right, if there's no further business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second.
Moved by trustee Maravka, second by trustee Sluse. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.